Hello, guys. Good day. This is Anne of Reinforcement Club, your fellow positive reinforcer. Today, we are going to talk about the five love languages. I'm actually on my holidays today. It's just one of the days, and I got a short time, maybe half an hour scrolling on the social media, and I found a couple of topics about five love languages. And I happened to read the book maybe 3 to 5 months ago, and it was actually interesting because you can use it not only on romantic relationships, you can even use it to your parents, relatives, to your friends, colleagues. You can use the five love languages whichever way you want. But in Dr. Gary Chapman's book, the five love languages solely focus on romantic relationships. Most, particularly in marriages. So marriage could work, deepen, and would last forever. Love is something we all share. But did you know that people show love in different ways? Imagine you have a favorite way to feel special, like getting a hug or hearing kind words. Gary Chapman, in his renowned book, The Five Love Languages, identifies the five primary ways people communicate and understand love, like words of affirmation, acts of service, receiving gifts, quality time, and physical touch. Understanding your own love language and that of your partner, this is according to the book, can transform relationships by fostering deeper connection and reducing misunderstandings. Now, here we are going to explore in this episode these five love languages with examples too and practical insights, along with the tips of incorporating them in any relationships. Now, this is what's a good thing about it. You can use it in any ways you can. Now, the first love language that I'm going to bring about today, according to Gary Chapman's book, The Five Love Languages, is the word of affirmation. This love language evolves around verbal expression of love, encouragement, and appreciation, even support. For people who value words of affirmation, heartfelt statements hold great emotional weight to them. For example, saying, I love you, or expressing specific compliments like, you look amazing today, or even just saying, thank you for spending time with me today. Some people would even appreciate with all their heart those, lovely cards with sweet messages, or even writing a heartfelt note or a letter to your loved one. It could be to your partner or to your parent. Because every person, once again, they have their own love language. You just have to, break the code. Even offering encouragement, such as you did such a great job on that project. I'm so proud of you. You can say this to your partner, to your kids, even to your dad, your mom, your good friend, or anything that you can say to make that person feel good about themselves. Anything that you can say to make that person feel important. Now, the second love language, which I also love personally, is the act of service. Action speaks louder than words for individuals who prioritize this love language. They feel most love when their partner helps them with tasks or goes out of their way to make their life easier. Like, for example, preparing a favorite meal or making a coffee for your partner in the morning, or even making a coffee for your dad in the morning, especially when you need something. Just that's just one silly tip, but it works. When you need something to your mom or dad, just give them a couple of act of service before asking. You have to. That's one way also to improve your marketing, so you can able to get what you want. Not only to your mom and dad though, you can even do this to your friends, even to your partner or your boyfriend or girlfriend. That is also one way of conditioning them that you know it, it could be that one way of telling them that, look, I need something, but you have to give first, acts of service. Or another way of showing act of service is helping with household chores without being asked. To women at my age, that's already a wonderful way of act of service. Whenever you know I see my partner cleaning the house, cleaning the windows, washing the dishes before I arrive home. And yeah, it's also important to communicate how you want to feel love and to get to know how the other party, the other person wants to feel love too. Another example, running errands or fixing something they've been struggling with, like for example, you can help out your partner in, if your partner is writing a report, if he needs help to check his work, then make time for that and appreciate, plus words of affirmation, by the way. You're doing a great job here, but you might want to change this sentence a little bit. How about that? Would you consider my suggestion? So, and you could even show this act of service to your kids, helping them fix stuff, if if they if they ask for your help. Now, the third love language is receiving gifts. The way birthday gifts, flowers, Christmas gifts, or it could be a surprise dinner as a gift, or it could be you know, uh, anything unexpected that I'm gonna give you a coffee voucher for today, to make you feel special, and that's only for your partner. It's up to you how you're gonna use this love language. For some people, tangible symbols of love mean the most. It's not about the cost, but the thoughtfulness of it behind your gifts. And I've mentioned earlier, you can give someone coffee voucher out of the blue, so they can enjoy it just to make them feel special. For today, you can do it, even do it every day. Even surprising your loved ones with a favorite treat or a small token, just because quote unquote, you know, you want to make them feel special, just because you love them, just because you're happy today, just because you're in the mood today, whatever reasons you have, just give them surprise gifts. Those people who love to receive gifts would absolutely get overwhelmed and feel love for, in that specific time. Another way of giving gifts, gifting a meaningful item, such as a book of their favorite author. If you happen to know someone who loves reading, and if they're reading a particular, exclusively a particular author, then maybe one of the days you might want to give them surprises. Give them a book, a new edition or updates, or it could be new released book from that author. Even though that person knows that that the author is about to release or have released a new book, you might want to give that person the book in advance. And now another way of giving gifts, celebrating milestones with a carefully chosen present. Like for example, even not a material thing. It could be an effort, a surprise effort. Like you might want to some romantic partners, you might want to dress up, the way they love to see you dressing up that way. So you might want to give that gift too, a gift of effort, a surprise, just because quote unquote, you just love them today. You love them today. You love them next week. Do it consistently, regularly. Surprise them if that makes them feel love. If that is one way to make them feel special, then why not? Now, another love language is quality time. This language emphasizes giving undivided attention to your partner, making them feel cherished through meaningful interactions. So, like for example, having a free distraction dinner where you can focus solely on each other. Let's just say a surprise dinner without phones on the table, without entertaining calls or whichever anything. Turn the TV off, just me and you tonight. That is quality time. Or spending maybe 5 to 10 minutes or half an hour talking to your partner. Just me and you again tonight before sleep. That's another quality time. Or scheduling a time with your partner on weekends, maybe 2 to 4, 2 p.m. to 4 p.m., you know, just with your partner. Walk around on the trail, uh, doing anything you want, just with your partner. That is quality time. Even you can even schedule quality time with your kids. That's another way of showing love, quality time. Or if you value your friends, then you might as well schedule time with your friends because you value your friends. That's one way for you to show love. Now, another way of showing a quality time with your partner is planning a date or activity that you both enjoy. You know, like joining a seminar about relationships. If you're quite interested about that, or joining a seminar about financial management if you're both into money management, or hiking. I've already mentioned this before. Walking on a trail or working out together every morning. That is quality time for health and with your romantic relationship. Another way of showing quality time is engaging in deep, uninterrupted conversations with them, maybe 15 minutes, 15 to half an hour per day, just you and your partner. No phones, no TV, whichever place you pick, just you and your partner. That's one of the best way to show love and feel love. If that is your love language, you also have to communicate it as much as possible. Communicate it clearly to your partner, even to your kids. Well, your kids might not be listening or might not gonna appreciate that today. But in time, when they grow, when they get older, for sure, they will always remember that. Now, lastly, you the last but not the least, love language is physical touch. Especially for men, they love to have quality time with a physical touch. You know, with their partner, romantic partner. Now, for individuals who prioritize physical touch, nonverbal expression, like hugs and kisses, cuddles, are deeply meaningful. Now, well, I'd say not only men though. Some women also would appreciate hugs and kisses and cuddles too. So, physical touch means holding hands while walking. Well, that's kind of sweet. Or offering a comfort hug during stressful moments. Or giving a back rub or cuddling while watching movie. Wow. Now, for every relationship though, it's important to identify your love language. Both partners should take time to understand their primary love language and communicate it openly. If you really do value and you want your relationship to work, you want that relationship to last forever. You want to keep that relationship. So communicate your love language. And it's also important to practice reciprocity. Make an effort to speak your partner's love language. If they're giving you what you want, it's also important to give back, to show them that you love them too. Even if it's not your own love language. This effort demonstrates understanding and care, to your relationship. And stay attentive. Over time, people's preferences may shift slightly. So regularly check in with your partner to ensure you're meeting their needs, their love languages. Now, it could be before they love receiving gifts. Maybe this time around, since you're living together, you might want to consider, or they might want to appreciate you doing some acts of service. People changes as well as love languages. Now, when we know how people feel love, we can make them happy and feel closer to them. It's like having a secret code to understand each other better. Try asking your family or friends what makes them feel special and then show them love in that way. And they're gonna remember you for the rest of their lives. And in return, they're gonna show love to you too. They would appreciate that, and that would make the world go round. It's love. Love is a gift we give and share with others, and learning their love language makes it even better. Now, I hope you learned something from the episode today. If you love this content, you can share it to your family and friends. You can follow me in YouTube, Facebook, Spotify, Apple Podcasts, even in Amazon Music. Reinforce me club. By the way, this is and your fellow positive reinforcer. I do appreciate your time and have a lovely day ahead. Thank you very much.